saw this yesterday, but Gianni Infantino caused a bit of a stir when he sort of tried to make a joke about British fans at the World Cup in Qatar. Obviously, trying to sort of lay into sort of old lazy narratives about English fans being hooligans. Yesterday, when he was doing an event about addressing concerns around the staging of the Summers Finals in the US amid rising domestic tensions there, he told the World Economic Forum in Switzerland how there had been a lot of critics before Qatar 2022.
All started rolling and the magic started, and it was a wonderful, wonderful World Cup. We had virtually no incidents. For the first time in history also, no Brit was arrested during a World Cup. Imagine, this is something really, really special. So it was a celebration, it was a party, and the next one in United States, Canada and Mexico will be exactly the same. People, they want occasions to meet, to come together, to spend time, to celebrate. And this is what we try to give them.
Yeah, don't give up the day job, fella.
Bit of a prat, isn't he?
In response to FIFA's president's comments, the Football Supporters Association said, while we've got Mr. Infantino's attention, we'd like to point out that rather than making cheap jokes about our fans, he should concentrate on making cheap tickets. It was a bit of a lazy stereotype, that, wasn't it, from sort of a year of bygone years. I mean, can you imagine if someone had made a similar joke about a similar nation with a cliche?
Well, he's done it because he knows that English football supporters and Scottish fans as well have been the most vocal in terms of the astronomical ticket prices that FIFA have set for this World Cup. So it's a little bit of point scoring from Infantino. Yeah,
but he also knows that they're the teams that are followed the most on all of the tournaments. Well, I bet he does, because he wants them to spend the money on the tickets.
Yeah, but he doesn't care who spends the money on the tickets. That's the whole point about it.
But if they're one of your biggest markets, it seems a bit odd to try and sort of offend them, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you go back to Qatar, and obviously we were in a privileged position of being there. The only countries that really had fans follow them in number were Morocco, Brazil, Argentina and Mexico to a certain extent. There were a handful of England fans there compared to what you would expect to see at normal World Cups.
No one's going to go to Qatar with the rules and mess about anyway. Everyone was frightened.
But he has an unbelievable ability.
I think actually people were over-frightened.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Because
there was a lot of scaremongering.
There was a lot of scaremongering going on, and it wasn't anything like as bad as it was made out to be. And the same with Brazil. Listen, I always say this about World Cups. And we went to Russia, we've been to Brazil, we've been to Qatar. All of those tournaments, if you went up into the build-up, look back at some of the headlines in the build-up to them, it was always a story about how it was going to be like this, or it was going to be dangerous for this reason or that reason. But when you get to a World Cup, a country doesn't become a country, it becomes World Cup land. It's completely different. The eyes of the world are on it, so everything is just treated in a completely different way. Qatar's different during the World Cup than it is to what it's like outside of a World Cup. So it was Russia, quite evidently. And I'm sure parts of Brazil are the same. And the USA will be no different.
I would like to know who writes Infantino's speeches, because every time he opens his mouth in public, he either makes himself look a fool or he manages to alienate a huge swathe of supporters. I mean, we were there in the room when he came out with that ridiculous speech at the start of the Qatar.
How much do you get
Cup.
for those speeches?
Honestly, I could do a better job than whoever he does employ. But, yeah,
tickets are the main thing, aren't they?
This World Cup is not about the fans. This is going to be the tourist World Cup. They don't care who takes the seats inside the stadium, as long as the stadiums are near to capacity and people are paying ridiculous prices. He's not interested in what England.
Well, actually, what he said is that FIFA had received more than 500 million requests for tickets during the most recent ticket application window, which ended on the 13th of January.
Who are those requests from?
Well, interestingly, he's going to tell you. The second cheapest tickets cost $4,185,000 for the final. Only a tiny percentage available in the cheapest $40 category, funnily enough, leading to intense criticism. But this is what he said in response to the moans and groans about the ticket prices.
This is something and the tickets are not cheap. The tickets are not cheap. We were hammered. I was hammered, I should say, because of the ticket prices, because they are so expensive. And the main critics were from Germany and England, of course. Now, number one in ticket requests is US, number two Germany, number three England. Because everyone wants to come and to participate.
So in answer to your question, where are those ticket requests coming from? England, Germany, and the US.
I mean, which section of society?
Well, that is the problem, isn't it? It's not for people who have been following England around Europe in the build-up to it, which is what we've complained about, and we've had the FSA.
But don't you think it's life in general? How expensive life is in general now? Yep. And you could go and look at a holiday. Okay, it's very expensive.
Will you try to go to a concert?
But it's gone up. It's gone up in price. Oh yeah, but the resort's full. Do you know what I mean? Or the flights are full because people will still pay it. The ticket prices are extortionate. £4,000 for a ticket for the final, but they will go. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're FIFA,
if England gets to the final, are you going to pay for a ticket to go?
I wouldn't pay, no.
You wouldn't pay to go and see England in the final?
I wouldn't pay,
no matter what.
Because I'd work. No, I'm joking. No, I'd pay a certain amount, but I'm not paying ridiculous prices. But there's so many English fans out there that will. That's the problem. But the hard-working, normal bloke who's been following England for 20 years, he's been priced out of it.
And even the ones that they made available, only because we all made a massive, massive fuss, and we were a big part of that FSA campaign when the initial ticket prices were launched, they're only covering 30%, 40% of the most ardent followers that follow England around the continent, going to all the qualification games, all the friendlies, picking up those caps, which are at the loyalty point scheme.
And I think you said in your cookie a few weeks ago that there would be probably a lot of fans that live in the United States or America, English fans over there.
Well, of course there will be.
Go to their tickets and go.
In terms of, you mentioned about the fact that he was talking about the amount of games and the amount of tickets that have been sought after. Are you confident there's going to be all sellouts throughout the course of the tournament? Because he says he is.
Probably, because I think if they get to a situation where the stadiums are not going to be full, they'll probably bring the prices down.
So a bit like the dynamic pricing at the Club World Cup. They'll just start dropping the prices down so that people fill
because empty seats is a bad look at any
some poor games, though. There's going to be some poor games to go and watch. Are you going to pay £150, £200 for England to play against Panama?
I think that'll be full.
Yeah, people.
The England games will all be full, won't they?
No matter who they're playing.
No matter who they're playing.
I mean, it depends who Donald Trump actually lets in the country, doesn't it? Come the start of the World
Sorted
Cup.
your visa yet, guys? Is it all coming?
Mine's done.
You've got yours, haven't you?
Mine's
I haven't done mine yet. Have you done yours?
He hasn't replied to me yet, Donald. No.
No, you're not going.
Did
you write him a letter?
Who's going to reply to you first, Donald Trump or Howard Webb?
Exactly. Howard replies to my emails. Don't get it.
Do you send them to? Do you actually put stamps on them?
I actually put an address here for Howard Webb's one. I'll put the address for talkSPORT to reply. No replies come.
Great show, guys. Infant, not Infantina, as in infant. Yes. He is ridiculous with his comments and probably only made them because he's in Trump's pocket, says Paul and Kent. Come on, that was funny. Let's be thick-skinned about it, Mike the Englishman. Cal says, today I am a comedian. Right. Do you remember when he said that? Was it?
Today I feel gay.
I feel gay. Today I feel Qatari. Yeah.
It was mind blowing.
And another wonderful moment of oratory from Gianni Infantino.
Get the mic off him.
Get the mic off him. We'll talk Tottenham next. This is talkSPORT with Selco Builders Warehouse. Check out this month's real deals at selcobw.com.